Since my last video about Roblox bots and followers and stuff like that, my account has actually gone up from 400,000 to about 475,000. So once again, I just want to have a little disclaimer and mention that it is important to note that I am not botting myself and I have absolutely no idea who is doing the botting. It's also important that you guys note that if your followers also got botted, as long as you did not bot them yourself, you will not be banned. I just thought I'd mention that since I got a lot of messages from people who were worried about being banned for something they didn't do. Anyway, if you've ever taken a look at the bot accounts that I used to follow people, just like these ones here, you may have noticed that the accounts are completely unused and were very recently created. Maybe even created on the day that they followed you. But recently I noticed something very different about some of these bots following me or trying to join my group. A couple of days ago I had about 50 pages of accounts trying to join my Roblox group, and as I've mentioned many times, my group is manual approval, so they didn't actually get in my group. But these accounts that were trying to join were not the usual bot, which made it very hard to spot them and realize that they are not actually real accounts. It also confused me quite a lot. You know, usually you have those bots with random letters and numbers as names and they all look exactly the same. But these bots I had encountered happened to be very different, and in fact I don't think they were bots at all. Because you see, I may be wrong, but I am fairly certain that bots are accounts created by a program owned by whoever wants the bots. But these new bots that had tried to join my group did not seem to be created by this program thing. They all had fairly normal usernames, they all looked fairly different, and when I clicked on their profiles, I saw that they joined years ago, which leads me to believe that these accounts were stolen. I'm unaware of whether the accounts were being used to scam people or advertise something or whatever else people use bots for, but this was very unusual to see, and that's what made these accounts so hard to spot. They were just normal accounts created by users many years ago. Even though I said they looked fairly different, some of them actually had the same coloured head and the same glasses on. So I decided to be extra cautious and actually check their profiles, and what made it obvious to me that these accounts were being used as bots was they were all in the same exact groups, as well as all wearing the same glasses too. The only surprising thing to me was when I scrolled down and saw their join dates were things like 2011 and 2014. So I mentioned that they are all in the same group, and I managed to actually find the group, and it turns out there is two versions of it. And they both have a description of tags: Flamingo, Isotoxic, Fan, Military, a lot of hashtags, R4GGED, Mom Group, hashtag, maybe, Kaneko Kitten, Kaneko, hashtags, Mr. Bean, hashtag, Roleplay, oh I got botted. They are both owned by an account named FR3DZ1, which appears to be banned at the moment. Both groups have around 80,000 members, which I assume are all bots, of course, or not bots, but what appear to be stolen accounts used as bots. As well as these two groups, these accounts also appear to be in several different fashion groups, hotel groups, or even cafe groups, and they are all spamming scam messages on the group walls. I have just 4 accounts of the 80,000 here as an example. My Sims 101 is in both of the bot groups, as well as 3 other groups that were most likely botted by the same person. And when you go to Palms, you can see all the scam links that these bots posted there. My Sims 101 joined in 2010. We then have Caden000, which literally has the Business Hat Limited thing. This is an account I found on the Palms group wall, but was also spamming the same scam message, and also appears to have been kicked from the group. Caden000 joined in 2009. Joey Strick was also kicked from any groups he was in, and he joined in 2014. And finally, we have Ian Stewart Sharp, who is in both of the bot groups and 2 fashion groups. This account joined in 2016. And as you can see, all accounts have many badges from many different games, which I assume the account's original owners earned these badges before they sort of abandoned the account. So you get my point. I have absolutely no idea how this person not only stole tens of thousands of Roblox accounts, but is now also using them as scam bots. The My Sims 101 account is wearing one of those spiral shirts that we've seen the neon scam bots wear, which makes me think that maybe it's the same person doing this too, but I really have no idea, and there is no way for us to find out who is doing it and why. So I guess be careful guys, don't fall for these new scams just because the accounts joined 10 years ago. But anyway, let me know what you guys think of these stolen accounts. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.